It's no secret I've been helping my friends down in Texas City try to recall the mayor, Dedrick Johnson, because he's got to go. Friday is the last day to turn in your signatures. The petitions will be delivered to City Hall. I know how many signatures they have, but I'm not going to share it because I want to make sure that the Galveston County officials approve of all the signatures. But I got to tell you something. There is a real sickness in that City Hall. Went to a city council meeting on Wednesday night and put my microphone on the podium where the public comments usually are. The mayor sees my microphone, and we do this all the time. We've been doing this for decades. Mayor sees my microphone, grabs it, hands it to the police chief, who hands it back to me. Listen to what he said.
I gave it back to you.
Yeah, but I don't need you to give it back to me.
I know it's to you. I gave it back to you.
That may not be outrageous to you, but it's outrageous to us as members of the media because we can't record audio. I also signed up to speak because there was a report being given on the original applications that were turned in, the petitions that came up a few votes short because they got rid of about 200 or 300 votes. I asked to speak. I was denied. Now, in the old days, you could speak at City Hall about anything, and that's the way it should be. People should be able to approach their city council members the only time they get to see the folk and tell them what's wrong, whether it's a broken fire hydrant or a street that needs repair. Any city that denies or restricts that right needs to be changed. They denied me the right to speak on the report. Mayor, why wasn't my request acknowledged to speak?
It was invalid, sir, when you filled it out.
Tell me what was invalid about it.
Right now, you're disrupting the meeting. We can tell you later. We tried to tell you at the beginning of the meeting, but you refused to listen.
Yeah, but you're violating your ordinance. It says it's an agenda
item. You may have
item.
seat or be removed for disturbing our meeting.
Well, I'm not trying to disturb your meeting. I'm just trying to take my 3 minutes.
Your consideration.
You've already limited people. Because now it's even more particular. You got to only speak on something that's on the consent agenda or what they call the regular agenda. These games got to stop. And then we wanted to talk to the mayor after council. And so we went into the back, like we have before, and waited for him to come out. So Texas City played a little game with us. They took that car and they moved it up to the front of the building as if the mayor was going that way. It was just a decoy, so he could leave in another vehicle. Great. Congratulations, Mayor. You got away from us this time. You're playing games. You're hiding. You make those little speeches, those little videos. You lie to the people. You lie about the records. Texas City is illegally withholding records from us. We have filed a lawsuit and we are waiting for our hearing. Look, there's a lot at stake here. Last night was a perfect example. It was the final reading, the final approval of a change in the charter that gives the mayor veto power over any agenda item a commissioner wants to put on the agenda. Any. If you don't like it, it doesn't happen. So all those folks you elected for those various parts of Texas City, they're almost useless now because unless the mayor agrees with them, they will not get their stuff on the agenda. The Margaritaville project was a classic example. 4 commissioners, 4, signed a letter saying they wanted that $1 billion economic development project that the Chamber of Commerce supports on the agenda. Mayor said no. This is one-man rule. Is that what you really want in Texas City? One-man rule? What's more disappointing is there actually are city council members in Texas City that basically told their constituents they don't give a crap by voting with the mayor. It passed by 1 vote. I got to give you an example of a commissioner who really deserves to be thrown out of office too. Her name is Jamie Clark.
And in no way, shape, or form do I feel like this is trying to silence the commissioners or silence the public by any means whatsoever.
This recall effort has really been about the cops. There have been 46 cops uniformed officers who have left Texas City since 2023. That's not staff turnover. That's like, let's get the hell out of here. It's an exodus. You know why? Because of retaliation. Because they go after people that are members of the Texas City Police Officers Association, the union. Those people's jobs are on the line. They're the ones that have been walking door to door to get signatures. Those police officers. And now, Texas City has launched a criminal investigation into the recall effort because there are a couple of petition signatures that may be suspicious, may have been signed by the wrong person. I don't know. I wasn't involved in that. But I'll tell you this. The Texas City Police Department, under Chief Cravens, the guy who handed back my mic last night, they should be the last people that are investigating a petition drive done by other officers of the police department. You know what's happening here? This is more retaliation, more fear. If there are issues with the petition, let's get the Secretary of State down here. Let's get the DA to appoint some outside agency. But the fact that these Texas City cops are doing this, look, there are rumors, reports that they're going to people's doors and asking them if they signed the petition. Boy, that's like old-fashioned intimidation. The word's spreading throughout town. People are afraid. People should not be afraid to question their government. They should not be afraid. You know, look, remember the other day they posted all the voters who signed the petition? They didn't do that as a public service because of open records. The city secretary there, Ramari Lee, should have been indicted a long time ago for holding back records, but she hasn't been. But they posted that list to intimidate people so that people could go to you and say, hey, did you sign the petition? Right? Mothers, daughters, relatives could start calling their friends saying, why did you sign? You know, my cousin works at City Hall. They could get in trouble. What's going on there is pure and simple intimidation and retaliation. This is the moment, folks. I've been more than happy to help my friends down there spread the message, help them have a news conference on the recall. I said the mayor should have been recalled long before there was a recall, okay? But it won't happen unless you sign the petition. So call me at my office, 713-360-6911, or email me at wayne@dolcefino.com, or message us on one of the social media platforms, and we'll get someone to get in touch with you. You got to be a registered voter in Texas City. But this is like the last 24 hours, folks. These people are out of control. You can't go to the city secretary's office past the security unless you sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, like you can't tell them what secrets you saw back there. That's bullshit. What happened last night at the council meeting is bullshit. People should demand the right to speak to council about whatever the hell they want to talk about. You should be outraged at the limiting of your First Amendment rights. You did not elect a dictator. You elected a mayor who is out of control. Please sign the petition.